Okay, quick question before we even say hello.
Uh-oh.
If you could send one text message back in time to yourself 5 or 10 years ago, what would it say?
Ooh, that's actually hard.
Keep that in your head. We're going to come back to it. Let's start the show properly. Hey everyone, welcome back to Podcast by MrB.
Simple English, real life, every day.
And today we have a really special question, one that everybody thinks about sometimes.
Ooh, what is it?
What would you tell your younger self?
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a big question, Mr. B.
I know, but stay with us because today's episode is full of useful English, some new vocabulary, some grammar you can use every day, and a lot of real talk.
I love this topic, actually. I think about it a lot.
Really? Okay, let's start there. Anna, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself at 18 years old, what would you say?
Hmm. Honestly, I think I would tell her, relax. You don't need to have everything figured out right now.
That's good advice.
When I was 18, I thought I needed a perfect plan, a perfect job, perfect grades, perfect everything. And if something went wrong, even a little, I felt terrible about it.
That sounds stressful.
It was. I used to lie awake at night worrying about small mistakes I made during the day. Now, looking back, most of those mistakes don't even matter anymore.
So what changed?
Time, I guess, and experience. I learned that mistakes are actually how you grow. If I hadn't made those mistakes, I wouldn't be who I am today.
If I hadn't made those mistakes, I wouldn't be who I am today. That's a great sentence, by the way. That's the third conditional. We use it to imagine a different past.
Look at you, sneaking in a grammar lesson already.
Hey, that's the job. Okay, my turn. 22-year-old Mr. B. What would I tell him?
Please tell me it's about his haircut.
Okay, yes, that too. But seriously, I think I would tell him, stop comparing yourself to other people.
Oh, that's a good one.
Honestly, when I was younger, I always looked at other people's lives and thought, why am I not there yet? I compared my chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20.
That's such a common feeling, though. I think a lot of our listeners feel that way too, especially with learning English.
Exactly. Some learners see other people speaking fluently and think, I'll never get there. But everyone starts at the very beginning, including them.
Did you ever feel that way about a specific skill, not just life in general?
Actually, yes. When I started making videos in English, I used to watch other creators and think, their English sounds so smooth, mine sounds so basic. I almost quit before I even started.
Really? You?
Me, I know it's hard to believe now, but I remember deleting my first 3 videos because I hated how I sounded.
What made you upload the fourth one?
Honestly, I just got tired of comparing myself. I thought, someone out there needs simple English, not perfect English, and that thought changed everything.
I'm really glad you uploaded that fourth video.
Me too. So if you're out there right now thinking your English isn't good enough to speak, to post, to try, it is. It already is.
Speaking of trying anyway, can I tell you something funny? When I was learning English, I used to write my sentences on paper first, then read them like a script, so I wouldn't make a mistake in front of people.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously, I had a little notebook. Hello, how are you today? Written down, practiced, memorized.
That's actually kind of smart though.
Maybe, but it also meant I almost never spoke freely. I was so scared of sounding wrong that I stopped sounding like myself.
So what would you tell that girl with the notebook?
I'd say, put the notebook down. Nobody remembers your grammar mistakes. They remember that you were kind or funny or interesting.
That's beautiful, actually.
And also, you're going to end up talking for a living, so relax a little.
Podcast host. She never saw that coming.
Not even close.
Okay, I love these stories. Let's ask you, our listener, a question now. Pause the video for a second. Imagine with me, what is one thing you would tell your younger self? Say it out loud in English. Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just try.
Take your time. We'll wait right here for you.
Okay, welcome back. I hope you said something kind to yourself.
We should all be a little kinder to our younger selves, honestly.
So, Anna, before we continue, I want to teach some vocabulary. This topic gives us so many good words to use.
Word tour time.
Word number one, hindsight. Hindsight means understanding something clearly, but only after it already happened.
Example, in hindsight, I should have started learning English much earlier.
Word number two, to look back on something. This means to think about the past, usually calmly.
Example, when I look back on my first English class, I remember feeling so nervous.
Word number three, regret. A regret is a sad feeling about something you did or didn't do in the past.
Example, my biggest regret is not traveling more when I was young and free.
Word number four, to hold on to something. This means to keep something important, like a memory, a habit, or a value.
Example, I try to hold on to my curiosity, even now as an adult.
And word number five, a lesson learned. This is something useful you understand after a mistake or a hard experience.
Example, failing that exam was a hard lesson learned, but it made me study smarter.
And one last word, growth. Growth means the process of becoming better, stronger, or more experienced over time.
Example, learning a language isn't about being perfect, it's about growth.
6 great words today: hindsight, look back on, regret, hold on to, a lesson learned, and growth.
Say them with us. Repeat after me, everyone.
Okay, now let's upgrade some basic English into more natural, native-sounding English. This is Say It Better.
Sometimes learners say something completely correct, but a native speaker would naturally say it a different way.
For example, instead of saying I made many mistakes, try saying I learned a lot the hard way.
Instead of don't worry about small problems, a native speaker might say don't sweat the small stuff.
I love that one. Don't sweat the small stuff.
And instead of saying I am different now, try saying I've grown a lot since then.
One more. Instead of it's too late to change, say it's never too late to start.
It's never too late to start. That's actually really true for language learning too. And one more good one. Instead of I am scared to speak English, try I still get nervous, but I speak anyway.
That one hits different, honestly. I still get nervous, but I speak anyway. That's confidence, and it's 100% true. I've met people who started learning English at 40, 50, even 60 years old.
And they're doing great. Age is really just a number when it comes to learning something new.
Okay, Anna, one more question for you. If your younger self could see you now, sitting here, doing this, what do you think she would say?
Oh, that's a good question. I think she would be shocked that I'm speaking English so confidently on a podcast.
True.
She used to be so afraid of making mistakes when speaking. She would practice sentences quietly in her head for 10 minutes before she said them out loud.
I think a lot of our listeners do that too, actually.
And if that's you right now, listening to this episode, I want you to know something. It's okay to make mistakes. Really, truly okay.
Mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying is really the whole point of all of this.
You know, it's funny. Back then, I thought speaking perfectly would make me feel confident, but actually it was the opposite order. I had to speak badly a lot before I ever felt confident.
Confidence came after the mistakes, not before them.
Exactly. Nobody tells you that part.
Well, we're telling you now.
If my younger self could hear this episode, I think it would help her relax a little bit.
I think it would help a lot of people relax, honestly. Okay, one more moment to think for yourself. This time, tell us, what would you tell yourself about learning English specifically? Maybe something like, don't be afraid to speak, or practice a little every single day.
Say it out loud. It's good speaking practice, and it's good advice for yourself, too.
Okay, welcome back again, everyone.
I really hope that felt good to say.
So today we talked about looking back, learning from our mistakes, and being kind to ourselves.
We learned some great words too, like hindsight, regret, and a lesson learned.
And we upgraded some phrases with say it better, like don't sweat the small stuff, and it's never too late to start.
If there's one thing to remember from today, it's this. Your younger self already believed you could get here, so don't stop now.
Beautifully said, Anna.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Remember my question at the very beginning, the text message to your past self?
Oh, yes, I actually thought about it. Mine would say, "You don't need the notebook, just talk. It's going to be okay."
Mine would probably say something simple too. Just keep going. It gets easier.
What about you? What would your text message say? Write it in the comments below, in English. We actually read every single one.
We really do. And honestly, some of the best advice on this channel comes from you, not us.
So thank you, truly, for learning with us today. Whatever your younger self went through to get you here, it worked. You made it.
If you enjoyed this episode, give it a like, subscribe to Podcast by MrB, and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
And remember,
Learnin' simple English.
real life, every day.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.